Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man, where they're ready to fight for the dear old Texas Aggies. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will get the football first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, and let him get some confidence. And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. You're not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Makes a grab past the marker. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about this.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
And the Wildcats are flying down the field. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Finds his tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're gonna feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
Sets up the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pulls it in. It's Pryor. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full, because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback extends the play. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. The throw. Wide open downfield. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's second and goal. Trying to barge their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. They'll start this drive from the 42. The give to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Kentucky has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
Flips it out on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bringing it back. Finally brought down. But what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
To the air on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Morton.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Aggies really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Pryor. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It's complete on the right side. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Had to throw it before he wanted. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see they try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to...
Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no...
Gets away from one, finds room. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with your ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Using the quick game. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Fielded in the end zone, it's Burton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the sticks. It's Pryor. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the 1st half. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Extending the play. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun on 3rd down. Buys a little time with his feet. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. And as if a 60-yarder wasn't tough enough, he's not even straight on. From the right hash, he'll have to unleash a beauty. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable 1st half so far in College Station. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that we can win this game. Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, Dave, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And he's brought down after a nice game. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run?
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Wants to fire on second down. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On the ground, it's Morton. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Unloads quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to.
There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting under guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Got out of trouble and throws. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They just keep firing. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Really nice timing on that out route there. Good anticipation by the QB, getting it out on time. And how about the receiver securing the catch, tapping the toes before he went out of bounds?
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
He makes a grab. Touchdown, Aggies. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's Friedman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They're going to ride this running back. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Back open in the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
With the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to
touchdown, Kentucky! They've got the lead here in the 4th. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 5 here in the 4th. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Finds a man on the right. He'll work his way down to the 28. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Out of the gun to give to the back.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Fighting off the defender. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. The Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Hey, let's not make football hard. The quarterback sneak has worked, and it continues to work. Keep using it until they stop it on those short yardage plays.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. The give on the option. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Zings it complete to the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Under fire. Gets it into the end zone, but there is a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. So they see the potential tying score wiped out by the penalty, and now time is starting to be against them. Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Unleashes one. He's got it. Touchdown, Aggie. They move on top here in the 4th.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the back in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
You wonder about the mindset right now of the offensive coordinator, too, because they need points, and running the football just is not going to get it done. Early in the drive, late in the drive, I think you've got to be in attack mode right now throwing.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Another incompletion on third down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. He'll do it himself. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Second and long here, but objective number one, keep that clock moving. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Working that left side now. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
And man, that's a little frustrating. I like the job by the quarterback. Get the ball out, let your receiver make the play, but just understand when the play's over. Like, I'm not going to cut that back up. I want to get out of bounds, stop the clock, save as much time as possible.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Aggie. All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something. A little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
To the air on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force an incompletion.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the 1st down right here. But if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourself a shot to win.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. On 4th down, looking to pass. Quarterback moving. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look at all. And they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And the quarterback takes a knee. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.